Truth or dare, people, I dare you to hit that subscribe button. Truth or Dare, released in 2018 and is directed by Jeff Wadlow, who's also directed such films like Kick-Ass 2, Never Back Down, Fantasy Island, and Imaginary. And this film is starring Lucy Hale, Tyler Posey, Violet Bean, Hayden Zetzo, and Landon Liberon. And the reason why we're talking about Truth or Dare today is because it was a PayPal recommendation and donation from a longtime contributor and supporter of this channel. Dr. Camp, thank you very much for the recommendation. I reviewed a film last week called Smile, and after watching that movie, I saw it before watching this one, but to me, it's clear that that director in Smile watched this movie and said, hold my beer, I'm gonna do something better, because this film is all about this demon who apparently is this really, really, really terrible TikTok filter that is placed on everyone's faces because it's creepy and smiley and yeah. So if anyone else out there also wants to be like Dr. Camp and help support me and contribute to this channel, you can select the QR code that is in the bottom left corner of your screen right now. Send over your donation of $5 or more with your movie recommendation. And if I have access to it, I will watch it, review it, and give you a little shout out, just like what I did with Dr. Camp here. A bunch of college students experience their final spring break down in Mexico, and the little Boy Scout by the name of Olivia is keeping it pretty tame and not having the best of time. Well, she bumps into a stranger at a bar who is taking a liking to her, so naturally, because they're college students and all they think about is sex, they want to hang out and go to this weird creepy-ass castle in the middle of the darkness on a beach to play a silly childish game of Truth or Dare. Well, after these college students make it back to their college dorm rooms, they all start having visions of people around them wanting them to play Truth or Dare, and if they don't play, well then they kill themselves. And that's how that game is supposed to be played, damn it! I remember this film coming out, seeing trailers for it, and I remember seeing a couple of reviewers online cover it, and yeah, basically everyone's saying that this is not good. And now that I finally watched it for the first time, yeah, it's not good. I went into it with an open mind. I wanted it to be better than what everyone was building it down to be, I guess. But gosh, no, it disappointed. These characters, this story, this... I don't even know. It's this demon thing that just likes playing Truth or Dare. And I guess, is that a game that was popular back in like medieval times or wherever this spirit is from or when they were created? Were they just created because it's Truth or Dare, people? But seriously, whenever this demon takes over the person in the game or the people that they're seeing with the face and the filter, it looks awful. There are Instagram filters, TikTok filters, so many filters on your phone that make you look better than what these characters do in this movie. But let's put aside all the cheesy CGI with the face and the filter and all that crap. The characters in here are so goddamn stupid, and there's no depth to them at all. No depth. They try to. They tell us a lot of things. I lost my father, and it affects me. And you know why? Because I always pull out my phone and I watch the last video that I took of him when he was at the barbecuing, and I just miss him so much. Or the one guy who comes in, he's a complete asshole, constantly wanting to pull out his dick and have women kiss each other. Or the boyfriend who's secretly in love with his girlfriend's friend, but not really, not truthfully. Like, he still loves his girlfriend the most, but gosh, you know, your friend's kind of hot. And then we have the closeted gay character in here who's afraid of coming out to his father, who is a cop, and of course, you know, that's gonna play into the things. They try to give us backstory. They try to get us to care about these people, but then once said games are happening and things are not completed or they refuse to play, well, then they end up killing themselves in some way. And when they do that, none of the other characters react in any emotional way at all. They gasp and they yell. They go, oh, no, oh, well, I guess we have to keep playing. Is there a tear that is shed in this movie? I don't recall seeing one. If you've watched this movie and you're watching this review, go back, watch the murder scenes. Just the murder scenes. I don't want you to watch this full movie ever again. Just watch the murder scenes and the death scenes. And then watch the reactions afterward. There's no reaction. They're all like, oh, guess we just have to keep playing. So here's what we're gonna do, and blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. Not a single tear. No one's scared. Oh, they try to scare you. They try to scare you in this movie, but it's all cheap bullshit jump scares of people turning around and then turning back and whoa, someone's there. And then 2 seconds later, if they're going to do another jump scare, oh, I'm going to look over here. Oh, no one's there that time. Okay, well, let me look back over here, and oh my god, someone's there! I'm so scared! The movie is so surface level, and I don't think ChatGPT was invented back then in 2018, but gosh, this feels like an AI-generated screenplay of some kind. There is no life to it. There is no substance to it. There's no character development at all. It's just a whole bunch of people telling us things. Because it's in the movie title, it's truth or dare, and if you tell truth, you gotta tell the truth, you gotta tell a story of some kind. Or if you say dare, you never know if the devil is gonna be like, oh, I want you to sleep with her boyfriend. Which, when that happened, I actually had some questions. So, like, what does that mean? Did you actually say you want her to sleep with him? Because all she has to do is just fall asleep next to him. Oh no, you want her to actually have sex with him? Okay, so let's open that up and talk about, like, what does sex mean? Is that just oral? Is that foreplay? Or do we have to have some insertion in there? And speaking of that, is it just the insertion, or do we have to have some completion on both ends, on one person's end? Does it have to be on the person that's playing the game or the other person that they're fucking? I got a lot of questions when it comes to the specifics of this dare that you gave me of having to go over there and sleep with this dude. Well, now that I think about it, she really wanted to have sex with him, so I'm sure, like, she was totally okay. Oh, I'd have to sleep with the guy that I've secretly had a crush on for several years and is absolutely willing to do it with me. Like, it's totally consensual between both of us, so I mean, I guess I'll do it. Truth or Dare, I watched yesterday, and I remember I remember these specific scenes that I've talked about. I actually don't remember how this movie ends. That's how forgettable this movie was for me. This is one of those really cheap and easy ideas a movie studio has when they're coming up with ideas for small budget horror movies that they can market the crap out of and put it in theaters. It costs nothing to make, but then you make like your money back and then some. God, I hope this thing is not... is this getting a sequel? I really hope it's not. And if it is, I really hope we flesh things out more here. Or at least give us characters that we care about, because I didn't give a shit about any of these people. I'm gonna give Truth or Dare 1 out of 5 Blu-rays.
What? No!
So guys, if you've seen Truth or Dare, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across it because of this video, then comment below and let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell. See you the next time I release my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.